Hey, everybody. So, I'm trying something new. I wanted to go live and actually talk about my lessons that I have been learning through life. And life is pretty funny when it teaches you because it's not very loud, it's very quiet. And I wanted to try a new thing. And with new things come new ideas. So, here's this new idea. Every day, tell yourself, I'm nothing. Now, I know it sounds convoluted, I know it sounds backwards. But listen to me and understand why I say I am nothing. Nothing is the absence of something. Every day we wake up and tell ourselves, I am this person who has these things and has all these other things because we've been taught these things. Since the day we were born, we were taught, never giving us the opportunity to be something that we wanted to be. So, from the day you were born, you were given a name. That name comes with what? Certain thoughts, feelings, attributes, characteristics. Now, when you actually say, hey, I am nothing, it actually gives you the potential of everything because nothing literally cannot be defined. So if I am not allowing myself to be defined by my name, by my race, by my thoughts, by my emotions, by anything, guess what it does? It opens the door for potential. And potential is literally boundless. You're boundless. So if I remove these assumptions that once plagued my mind and say I'm nothing, it is opening the door for the boundless opportunities, the boundless energy, the boundless changes that I could endure just from me closing one door and opening up the nothing door. Because we have been taught to assume that we know ourselves, but you don't know yourself at all. You've been taught everything about you by the world outside of you. Instead of asking a question like, hey, who am I? What am I here to do? This is how I started to actually get more in a more deeper relationship with myself or deepen my relationship with myself. Either way, I hope you understand what I'm saying. Because when you understand yourself, you understand a little bit more about the world outside of you and how it reflects what you think back to you. So every day for the last like 3 days, I've been telling myself, I know nothing, I am nothing, and it has actually brought me more peace because I used to be, hey, my name is this, I have this, I have this, and I do this. Now, every day when I wake up, I literally say, hey, I know nothing, I am nothing, and I pray to find more and more information about myself. See, the potential lies within you actually putting time and energy into you refining yourself or finding yourself. And it sounds very outlandish to say, hey, I have to find myself when you're right in front of the mirror looking at yourself, or every time you see yourself, you're like, I that's me, that's me, that's me. But how do you know that's you? This is some deep philosophical questions because when you don't know yourself, you let the world tell you who you are. That's what I had to learn. I literally had to let go of all these things that the world told me to be. In the beginning, this is hilarious, but in the beginning of my life, my name was Kevin. My name is actually Curvin. But the world told me my name was a girl's name, made fun of me, judged me, bullied me, and to the point where I hated my own name. Until I turned 29, that's when I really refined myself and said, hey, I love my name. It's so unique. And now I'm learning to let go of that name and become nothing. because nothing has the potential to be anything. So instead of letting my name be the definition of who I am the definition of nothing, which is literally anything at any point in time. There's an absence. You're that an absence, meaning there's nothing there, but that nothing can turn into something like that. So when we focus on removing these notions and these assumptions and these projections that the world has given us, we open the potential for the doors to just open, for us to see more and more about ourselves. This world will literally tell you what to be, what to say, how to live. And if you don't know yourself, the world will tell you who to be, how to live, all of these things. And you have to learn to use your discernment to say, hey, that's not me. I am not these things. I am nothing. Nothing is me. And we understand that nothing can turn to something, just like zero turns to one. You turn one thing off, you can turn several things back on. So I turned off all the projections. I turned off all the negative thinking. I turned off all of the assumptions. I turned off all of it by saying I am nothing. You see how simple it is to turn yourself from a person who thought they're one thing into something completely different. That's how I started transforming each day, by just seeing that, yo, there's a potential in saying that you're nothing. There's a potential to say, hey, what the world told me is a lie. Everything that the world told me is a lie, including my name. I am nothing. I am nothing. And this is how I started removing the feelings, the emotions. I've gone through so many traumatic things in my life. And instead of me having anger and wanting to get revenge and get back at the people who've done me wrong, I've learned to just move along and say I'm nothing. And those things mean nothing to me. Those feelings mean nothing to me. Ultimately, it's me opening the door to let them go. A lot of us hold on to these things, saying that these are what I want. These are these things define me. Stop letting your trauma define you. Stop letting your name define you. Stop letting your emotions define you. Stop letting your body define you. Stop letting anything define you. You are nothing. Nothing cannot be defined, only refined. Nothing cannot be defined, only refined. And this is how you turn the things that are plaguing your mind into boundless potential, by letting go of them and letting them literally sail down a river. It's like, hey, why am I letting myself continue to do the things that I was taught to do instead of actually doing what makes sense to me? And that's the ultimate thing that you need to learn to do. Do what makes sense to you. If it doesn't make sense, let it go. Because ultimately, you're just following instead of leading your soul to your goal. And that's one thing I had to learn: letting go of the teachings of people who don't know me, who have not lived my experience, who have not been in my skin, who've not been in my head. Because we ultimately allow people who've not been in our experience, who've not gone through what we've gone through, tell us what to do. And it just literally just throws out all that you've gone through. It literally just empties out the whole part of you, the whole point of your experience. Your experience is here for you, not for everybody else, but for you. And when nothing realizes, hey, I have endless, boundless potential, it says, hey, I'm going to open this door to let those things that I don't need anymore out, so I can close it and reintroduce myself to me. So once again, I am nothing. And as I'm doing this, I am nothing, I'm going to reprogram myself to become something. That's the greatest part you can do. So thank you guys for just checking me out. So we're gonna do more lives on YouTube more often. So please check us out. Once again, I am on all social medias. We have a Facebook, we have an Instagram, we have a TikTok, and we just started our own ministry. It's GSL, God is Love Ministries. It's on Facebook. We're working on building in more and more places, but the whole point is to start. If you want to do anything, just start. Don't be afraid. Don't judge yourself. Don't quit because it's hard. Persevere. Perseverance. Call on the spirit of perseverance. The spirit of perseverance is everywhere. But the moment you quit, don't do it. Don't do it to yourself. You have so much potential because you're nothing and nothing can be anything. Amen.